In this video, we're not going to do anything about the alternator on Rita the Rover. I have some thoughts about what's an issue. I think dirty connectors might be to blame for why the alternator light is flickering. So I'm going to try and sort that out. But yeah, it's not good weather for working on a car outdoors. It's good weather for running around excitedly outside and making a snowman and footprints everywhere. That's good. And hopefully it's snow-free inside the unit. Okay, so we'll do some tinkering in here. There are various tasks that need doing. Ellie's driver's door keeps on working. Oh, there we go. It keeps on not shutting properly. That striker needs adjusting. Took the Invacar. Her brakes are terrible. When I pull down on here, it goes way too far down. So I think the rear brakes need adjusting. That's quite simple. Also got a sticky handbrake on Tuck, but it is really cold, so we'll get as far as we get today, and then I'll be back up here tomorrow to do more work and filming. But that's what we're going to start with today, I think. We'll start with this door, I think, and see if we can improve that situation. So here is the door striker, and yeah, the fact it's moving around all on its own, not so ideal. We've actually got Torx that hold these in place, so I'll have to go and find some Torx. That one was entirely loose. It is now tight. I haven't adjusted it yet. We'll just see how the door behaves. That's not good. It should close a bit better than that. Okay, so we'll try adjusting the locker out a bit. The what now? Oh no, the rubber, that looks like the rubber's ripped, or maybe it's just come out. Oh no, the bottom of the door's rusted off. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, good spot, Miss Humnut. Gaffer tape will be fixing that, I think. But for now, I think we need to bring this adjuster out a bit. So let's try. How about there? If that has worked. Oh, there we go. That is now beautiful. That is absolutely spot on. So we've got some success there, but as Miss Hubnut has identified, we've got a problem on the bottom of this door where the channel has just rusted away. See what we can bodge for that. Yeah, I think this actually needs welding back on. That channel has come adrift, so I'm not going to be able to solve that today. That's something else to add to the to-do list. Inspired by Miss Hubnut, I have ordered some, no, the door's not shutting, clipboards, but so we can keep a track of what every car needs. But yeah, that's another addition to Ellie's to-do list, which is growing all the time. But at least we've got the door, I think that'll be much better sorted. And Miss Hubnut is now bravely trying to start on the horrendous job of tidying up this place. So that's something else we're going to be doing today, I think. But for now, we'll say that's enough on Ellie and turn our attention to Tuck the Invacar. I have to wheel off, ready to investigate, but it looks like Tuck's incontinence is not entirely over. Yeah, it's leaking out the rocker cover. By the look of it, I might have to try and reset that gasket again. That's a bit of a pain, but there we are. But yeah, we'll get the drum off as the next step. There's a sweet spot somewhere. There we go. So that's the drum off. We'll just have a quick look, make sure everything's okay. So we've got the adjuster at the top. You turn the tool on the back. It's a special tool used on Reliance, Triumphs, all sorts. Operates a cam, pushes the shoes out at the top. We've got a wheel cylinder at the bottom that pushes them out to activate the brake, and a handbrake mechanism that works by mechanically forcing the shoes apart. But everything looks good, so we'll just see if we can get these adjusted up nice and tight, because that's loose. The transmission has so much drag on an Invacar, but nonetheless that's moving around. We need to get that to lock solid. So that's free as anything, and then that's slightly binding. Kind of about where you want it is that slightly binding, and then back off a bit. Yeah, that already seems a bit better. So I think we'll say that'll be good enough for now. Put this wheel back on and we'll do it again on the other side. I'll spare you the details. Well, here we are under Tuck the Invacar. We can see Miss Hubnut's lovely safety boots that I entirely failed to show in a more recent video. This is the handbrake mechanism. It's this big pivot under here. More easily demonstrated if Miss Hubnut gives the handbrake a pull. No, don't tidy, I won't be able to find anything. So it's the handbrake. Handbrake is applied thusly. This pulls on the rod here, which pulls on that cable at the back, operate the handbrake on both the wheels. So far, so simple. But if the handbrake is released, it isn't returning back to where it should do. I have to manually do it myself and push the lever back the last bit to take the tension off. So yeah, we've got something going wrong somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where. Okay, I think that's all right. I don't think it matters that it's a centimetre adrift. So it could be that this spring is just not up to the job of pulling it back. I have lubed this pivot to try and free that off, but I can see it is still quite greasy up there. Maybe we'll try a little bit more. Ow, that's my head. Where did I put? What do you need? This is what I need. It's very difficult to try and illuminate and film and squirt all at the same time. No, it's all good. I'm on it. I'll try a bit of lube on the pivot. I'll try a bit down where the cable goes in to the sheath. Oh, a bit of rust on that cross member, so we'll just spray a bit more there as well. Right, do you want to go again? Yep. Okay. And back in. All the way in? Okay, so that's all the way in and it's still not releasing. So where's the bind? Putting that cable. That cable's loose, so that would suggest the handbrake cable is not our issue here. So it must still be, but this is just not freeing off sufficiently. There we go, so that's back where it should be. Might have to have a bit more play around, try spraying a bit more lube in there and try and get it working a bit more freely. And maybe try a bit of lube up at the back as well, where it passes through the chassis by the look of it. This is a lot of lube, I'm afraid, dear, yes. The chassis is actually kinked here, where the forklift has done its work, so that probably isn't helping because the bar passes straight through the chassis at that point. So I might try and straighten that out. See if we get some grips on it and just sort of lever it more open. I may have found the problem. Maybe, but this cable ferrule up here isn't staying there. I don't know what's meant to keep that in place. If it's broken or what, but really you want that staying there so that when the handbrake is pulled out, the cable operates like so. And when the cable is released, yeah, the cable goes through the cable, not that the whole cable moves. The sheath is moving when it shouldn't be. So that strikes me as something being broken there. I don't think that's how it's meant to work. We may have to revisit this one another day. Maybe I need a new cable, but I don't know what cable that is. But nonetheless, that doesn't strike me as being right. I don't think you should be able to pull that out of there. There should be something securing that, surely, because otherwise the cable's just pushing the whole thing out. Okay, yeah, we might revisit that one another time. I think we're running slightly out of tinkering time today. We've got axle stands, jacks, trolley jacks all over the place to try and keep Tuck in the air, but nonetheless I think we've decided that's not working, is it? Yeah. Yes. We may have to come back to this one.
However, we have to put some oil in the unit.
Some what? Yes, apparently there is some floor.
Yes, there is a patch.
Apparently there was a bit of rubbish. I don't know where that came from.
Not all of it.
No, that's got to be someone else's rubbish, surely.
No, there's this as well.
What?
This big pile here,
All this?
and this rubbish sack here,
Oh, and that.
for which I have cleared 2 small spots of floor.
It's a start. We need some bin bags, don't we?
Yes.
Yes, and some recycling bags. So that's some progress I will have to make next week, because you're back on the joyous world of homeschooling.
Deep joy.
Yes. Which is why Miss Hubnut is not appearing in more videos at the moment, because educating children is fairly important.
Newborns.
Yes, like having newborns. It is hard work. I'd done a week and a half of it, and it was absolutely exhausting. I didn't get anything done, because you just can't leave them for 5 seconds. So I will be tinkering on my own mostly for a while, but we've got some improvement with Tilk, I think, but I think we've identified that problem with a handbrake. And it's not like not using the handbrake is an option on the Invacar, because you can't leave it in gear, so you can't drive around the lack of handbrake. Also, if the main brakes, which are single circuit, fail, you've only got the handbrake, and that's happened to me once so far. The brakes have failed, and that's because at the time she had an issue where she would keep losing fluid, and the fluid level dropped. That's been fine since. She's self-cured on that one. So it's a miracle. So yeah, there we are. That's about where we are. I think we're going to go and have some lunch and warm up a bit and defrost. The boy has already retreated to the car, but he did make us a nice cup of tea.
And he was playing in the snow. So.
He was playing in the snow. I think he's had a nice day. Look, he made a snowman and everything. It's just slightly melting already. There we go. We've got Ellie with a door that works. We've got an Invacar that is up on stand and I don't know what to do with. And we're going to retreat.
If there is a list amongst any that would require any stamps, we have quite a selection from the
Yeah, they've done quite well for stamps. So yeah, that's quite a good thing. So if you like stamps, let us know. Ian@hubnut.org. But yeah, I think we're going to go now, and I'll come back and do more tinkering tomorrow. So farewell. We shall see you in a future video. Oh, don't forget merchandise is available. Head to hubnut.org. You will find links to the store. Farewell.